Hey, this is Doug from Doug and Nikki, and I am here with the most difficult review I've ever had to do. As you can see from this table, I just brought them out to show you. As you can see, I have the original DJI Osmo action camera. I have multiple DJI drones. All of these items, which I love. I thought, okay, I love these things. This looks amazing. I am going to get the new DJI OM 5 and this is going to be amazing. I could go around doing videos with the stabilized 3-axis gimbal, which extends. How cool is that? And it didn't work. Okay, so now this is only my personal experience. Yours could vary. I can only speak to the model that I bought. This wasn't supplied to me, and how it interacted with my phone, which I believe, in spending a lot of time on Reddit and on DJI's help site trying to figure out these problems, I believe my phone, which is a Samsung S21 Ultra, the newest, baddest, best camera that they have, is just simply too advanced for what they do. So here, let me tell you from the beginning my personal experience. Again, if you have a different cell phone, a different experience, you may have a completely different experience, but this was mine. So when I first got this and I cranked it up and checked it out, all seemed fine. I followed the instructions. I used their link to download the app just to make sure I had the most current version on my phone, and no matter what I did, I could not get it to work. As I said, spent a lot of time on Reddit and on DJI's forums, and it turns out that for my particular phone, and maybe like if you had a new iPhone 13, something on a similar level, you actually have to use one generation older of the software, and then once you put that older software in, some of the functionality comes to work, but a lot of the functionality doesn't work. I'll give you one that was a big one for me. So I wanted to do a test for you, and I will include the video. I wanted to test how this would work side by side with my new GoPro Hero 10 Black with the built-in image stabilization. But to do that, I really needed it to be in landscape mode. And in this older version of the software with my new phone, the button that moves it to landscape mode doesn't work. None of the controls within the software to turn it into landscape mode, none of them work. And so you'll see the test video. It's going to be portrait mode for my cell phone and landscape mode for the GoPro. It was really disappointing. And then a lot of the other little subtle things didn't work so well either. Even the stabilization was kind of okay, but not great. And I particularly found the longer I extended this, obviously the more leverage and the more movement in it, the less well it worked in terms of stabilizing and being able to control it with the joystick. It really just didn't even work remotely passable. Again, I love DJI products. Maybe if you have an older phone and you could use the new software, maybe even the phone isn't quite as large and it's a little lighter, it would work better too. I don't know, just didn't work well for me. I was all excited also tracking for, to be able to track your subject, where you like kind of hit the button and it'll track the subject. Almost never did it actually bind on to the subject that I wanted it to track. And then if those rare times I got it to track that subject, it would actually track it pretty good within a very limited kind of center range. If the object was moving quickly, when it all out of frame or past something that might confuse the software, just died. Didn't work well at all. I hate this because I love DJI stuff, and I'm not going to say not to get it because really your experience could be completely different. I did my research, I saw a ton of reviews, people love this thing. but it just really didn't work so well for me. I'm going to include for you my test video right after this, which will be like, I'm going to put side by side the GoPro images next to the DJI OM5 images. Kind of compare the stabilization because I tried to hold them right next to me. I went out on a boat. I got my friend to take me out on his boat just so I could do this review and have a really good comparison so you guys can make an educated purchase. But I was not able to really fulfill that promise. I mean, I have the video, but the two are such apples and oranges. I don't know how to advise you on that. I will just give you this information. You can make your own choices. Here comes the video. Let's check that out. All right, here we go. I've included 2 clips for you, one at full speed, and then I play them each again at half speed. Here you can see the DJI on the right, and on the left is my GoPro Hero 10 Black. They are both in 4K, and you really can dramatically see the difference. Watch, when we go to slow motion, watch the sky. You can even see it in the higher speed here. Like, the sky is rock solid on that GoPro, and it's moving around quite a bit with the DJI. They're obviously apples or oranges, but kind of a similar function or request from the camera. Hey, I hope the video was helpful. If you're still here, maybe you're interested in the product. I wish you the best of luck. I wish DJI the best of luck. I am holding out hope that maybe there's a firmware upgrade or their software gets upgraded and it comes back to a functional life for me. But who knows? In any case, we'll see you next time.